Oh, there we go. Now it's working. I was like, where's my chat? Hello, everyone. How you doing? Been like 2 weeks, something like that. Welcome on in, Doombat. And Shush, how you doing? Welcome to Wednesday's stream. So honestly, I wonder if I should stop calling my streams by stream days now. I'm very inconsistent with them as of late. But I mean, it was just Thanksgiving week. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving, by the way. I should probably turn down this music just a bit. Just a little bit. But anyways, how y'all doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome on in. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving week. And otherwise are having a nice holiday season. I'm just fixing a few things on the back end real quick. There we go. All right, everything's working. Yo, what's up? How are you all doing today on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening? Well, at least it's evening for me. I don't know if it's evening for everyone else, but it's definitely evening for me. We're probably not going to spend too much time just talking. Yo, what's up, dude? See you over on Twitch. I'm not going to spend too much time just yapping in here. We're going to hop into a little bit of Minecraft. We're going to yap in there because I need to be doing something while I'm talking, or else, I don't know, I feel like I'm just going to ramble. So we'll get into that. But the big-ish announcement for this week is we are part of the VTRP server that is starting on Saturday, I believe. Yeah, it should be Saturday. VTRP is like a big VTuber GTA server, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to try and stream as much as we can for as long as we can on those days. And we're going to talk about which character I might end up bringing in. I currently kind of have plans to bring one certain character in right now, but I'm not sure if that's the character I want to, like, you know, stay with the whole time. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll talk. Let's hop into some crafting of the minds, and we'll yap for a little bit. Probably not too long on the yapping though. I went to the dentist today and they kind of messed up several times, so my entire mouth is very sore. And yeah, it's minorly painful to talk just a little bit because they messed up my teeth. How dare they? It is what it is though. All good. All right, let's hop in. Oh, wait, chat, you're not on here. Why are you not on here? There we go. Now I can see you guys. And I can see you both over there. Perfect. So yeah, like I said, on Saturday, we're going to be joining up with the VTRP server. That should be a lot of fun. It's kind of like, it's going to have just so many VTubers. And that'll be kind of fun because we kind of haven't really done much with like a bunch of VTubers in a hot minute. So like we did the Rust server, but if I'm going to be for real, I had a little bit of a hard time getting into Rust. I got into it eventually though, and it was fun, but it took me a little while to get into it. GTA is obviously something I am extremely familiar with, so no problems there. It's going to be a lot of fun to get into. I'm thinking I want to do a cop and just be kind of wacky with it. My original plan was to bring in Hans Koof, who was just the best cop from Doodle. Like he was just the best. He cared very much about people obeying the speed limit and loved pulling people over for it. He loved just being the good guy cop. He was very annoying to any criminals who interacted with him because they couldn't bring themselves to hate him, no matter how much they wanted to. They couldn't do it because he was such a genuine, like, I just want everyone to be good people type cop, and it was really, really funny. But as I was thinking on that a little bit more, I don't know if he's the right kind of vibe for this kind of server. I've been watching a couple people play around on the beta test for the server because they're letting people test it out right now. And I've been hearing stories from other people, and I've been loosely watching some of the streams from last year, and it seems much more silly, just go, make as much content as you can in the time that you have type server. And Hans, I think, is a little bit of a slow burn because he's the kind of character that you really get to develop your hatred or love of him through multiple interactions. And I'm just going to keep it real. I don't know how much we're going to be seeing the same people over and over and over. I don't know if that's going to be a thing, because there's going to be a lot of people in the city, like a lot of people. So that's, I don't know, that's something to think about. If I don't bring in Hans, I do want to bring in like a different type of police officer. I think someone who's just like either really rambunctious and maybe a little like not dumb, but like he's very gullible. So like he'll pull up to a situation, he'll be just completely over the top, and that way I get to use my southern accent again. To be like, which way did he go? Let me go get him. If someone just completely lies to him, like, the thief went around the corner, he'll, go booking it around the corner, right? Maybe he'll accidentally leave his police car unlocked, because that'd be kind of funny. And just, just otherwise high energy, sort of airhead cop shenanigans. That might be kind of fun. Yo, what's up, Mello? That's the other kind of vibe I'm thinking. Because, again, I just don't know. Oh, also, Mella, I did not ignore your DM intentionally. I just saw it and then forgot to respond, and then forgot that I hadn't responded until just now. So I'll respond to that later. I wasn't actively ignoring you. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's the kind of vibe. It was like the yeehaw. Yeehaw, let's just go balls to the wall, right? That's currently the kind of vibe I'm thinking for a cop, because again, I just don't think Hans is the right level of shenanigans for what I've been hearing. It very much, oh, I forgot to turn my magnet back on. Hold on, I got it. Cat's getting into something. Okay, Cat was trying to tip over the garbage can again. They like doing that a lot these days, even though there's literally nothing in there. They did it once and there was chicken in there and they were happy about it, and now they just keep on doing it, and it's really annoying. But it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Hans just seems like a little bit too much of a slow burn, in my opinion, to I think have a lot of, I mean, I would have a lot of fun playing him, but I don't think he would be as memorable of a character if I didn't as others, like a yeehaw, balls to the wall sort of cop. Because I don't think I have it in me to do like the super like over dramatic kind of cop or like detective like that. Mostly because I just don't want to have to think that hard or plan that much. I kind of want to, I think my mindset for this server going in is going to be much more of like, I'm just here to make shenanigans happen, have fun police shenanigans. Plus, it would be really fun to, get into some cop chases with people that have allegedly stolen cop cars, but in reality, it's just, oh, I left it unlocked again, That would be kind of fun. And I also think I need to make like a criminal or civ character for this. Because I don't think, or what I do think will happen is I will get like giga burnt out on police stuff if it gets real crazy. But then again, I don't know, the point of the server is also just to be loosey-goosey. So if I get burnt out on police stuff, maybe I just go do whatever the hell I want. I'm already planning on whatever cop character I make to be the sheriff, even though someone will probably be the sheriff and tell me that I can't be the sheriff, but I'm going to be the sheriff anyways. It's going to be great. I'm just going to pull up, announce myself as the sheriff. You know, if you do it with enough confidence, people will just follow your lead. Especially if you arrive on a scene, be like, hey, what do you two think you're doing? I'm Sheriff so-and-so and you're not following my lead. That just sounds kind of fun. How many emeralds do I have? A lot. I have a farm that just constantly spits out emeralds, so I have as many as I want. I'm building the emerald pyramid because I can. Yeah, this is a modded server with a bunch of friends. Probably some of the last days it's going to be open, though. Because everyone's about to devolve into GTA and shenanigans. So I'm just kind of doing this as a last-ditch whatever. I don't know. I needed to be doing something while I was yapping, because I thought I would get too bored either, you know, if I was just yapping. I needed to be doing something, you know. But yeah, so those are the kind of concepts. I do think I need to make a civ or a crim character, quote unquote. But like the thing is apparently like people go so ham on this for the first couple days, and then it really dies down after that. So whatever we're gonna do a lot of it on Saturday. We're gonna do a lot of it on Sunday. And we'll just kind of see what happens, you know? I thought about making Seth Sterling for this character just because I like the name Seth Sterling. Even though he is very, very, very dead. According to some servers' lore. But that's fine. Like this isn't connected to any of that, so it's fine. I could bring in a quote unquote dead character if I wanted to. That's so many mobs on the top of my base. I hear there's so many mobs. Yeah, I don't know. Police just sounds fun. I don't know if people really want to get into those type of interactions or not, but yeah, maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I'm just here. I'm just going to be doing whatever I can, have as much fun as I can. And we'll see how it goes, you know? We will see how it goes. But yeah, that's gonna last all of next week, starting on Saturday. So we'll definitely be streaming a lot on Saturday, Sunday, and probably Monday. We'll probably take a break Tuesday, and then we'll be there Thursday, Friday, type of a deal. So we're gonna try to be there for most of it. We're gonna sit through and get as much fun as we can out of it. It's a great way to meet people, great way to have fun with people, you know, stuff like that. So that's kind of the plan. I don't know. I think it'll be just fun overall. So I'm excited. And I will admit, it's a little weird coming back to GTA after... Oh gosh, how many months did we take off? How many months has it been free? Because we did Doodle, and then Doodle died, and then we all went to free, and then we were in free to RP for like a month. Was it only a month, or was it 2? How long were we in free to RP? Maybe we weren't in there for nearly as long as I thought we were. Like August and September? Yeah, so it was like 2 months. We were only in there for 2 months. 2 for B and I thought I was in there for longer than a month. Wasn't I? Was I not? I thought I was in there for longer than a month, but oh, don't mind that. That's a different. Don't mind what you just saw, Cozy. Don't mind what you just saw. It's nothing. It's nothing. Nothing for you to worry about. Nothing at all. Excellent. Perfect. Love that. You're looking at RAM? That's fair. Oh, nice. Yeah, we were in there for a little while. Free was interesting, but I think we all kind of got vibe checked by free. At least I did. Uh-oh. I crashed, apparently. That's fun. Well, give me a second while that reloads. Yeah, we all kind of got vibe check. At least I did, because I tried to do EMS stuff, and none of the people I was doing EMS stuff with, outside of like one person, was really fun. I wasn't a huge fan otherwise. And then we did, like, we tried to do gang stuff, and that didn't go well either. And then also the general server shenanigans were a little off. Okay, hold on. I'm kicking you guys off so I can connect to this without showing. There we go. We're back. But it was fun overall. I think I had a lot more. What the hell? Did I? What is happening? I'm not touching any buttons. Hello? What's happening? My Minecraft has been possessed. I think I broke something. Yeah, I think I broke the server somehow. All I did was teleport, which is kind of crazy, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, maybe we won't do Minecraft. Maybe we'll have to hop into something different to just flirp around in. If it gets stuck loading slow like that, you might as well reload. Oh, hey, what's up, Tori? How you doing? Hold on, I need to not show that. Are we good, or are we still loading slow? Nope, we are very much loading slow. I think the server might be borked. Or is it my client? Actually, let me hold on. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna go back here. I'm gonna try nuking the whole client and just restarting it from scratch, seeing what happens. Okay, we killed it. Let's try it again. It's probably on my end. Admittedly, I haven't tried playing Minecraft with VTube Studio open that much, so it might not like that. VTube Studio likes fighting with a lot of programs for some reason. Why? I don't know, but it's like, oh, you dare open something else while I'm open? How could you? It's like, no, well, okay, come on, buddy. Just let me do things. I didn't have that many plans, but I did have plans. Oops. Okay, it looks like it's working now? Question mark? Okay. It's not liking when I turn, but it's fine. Seen that oh wait, maybe my connection's having issues. No drop. No problems with that. Huh, interesting. Okay, there we go. It fixed itself. I'll just try not to teleport too much, and maybe that'll keep it from dying. But yeah, so what was I talking about? I was talking about GTA shenanigans. Yes, that is true. But yeah, I don't know. Free was interesting. I don't know if it's something I'd ever really want to go back to in the future, but it was interesting while it lasted. I'll give it that. And I do like some of the systems that they introduced. Some of the systems they had, like, or some of the civ jobs were pretty cool. Their EMS stuff was actually pretty interesting. Oh wait, dude, is this going anywhere? Do I have a spot for popped chorus fruit? I don't know if I do. Do I? I don't think I do. Whoops. Well, this is awkward. I don't know where all my popped chorus fruit is gonna go. I should probably give them a home, because otherwise they're probably just gonna clog up the server or my system somewhere. Do I really not have a spot for them? Guess not. Yeah. Go away, bot. Get out of here. Boom. Banned. Instantly banned. But yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking a bit cop character for BTRP. Should be pretty fun. We'll see what happens with all of it. But I am in general excited to see what this is all about. It supposedly it's just gonna be high octane shenanigans all the time, which should be fun. I'll just have to make sure my social battery just doesn't instantly die which is definite possibility. And I'll actually have to get, dare I say it, a decent amount of sleep so that I can deal with people's energy, because I know they're going to be more energetic than I am. I'm not known for being the most high of energy individuals. Okay, where's all the popped chorus fruit going? Okay, I think I have to give them a spot, or else they're just not going to show up anywhere. You come with me. We are going to go fry these. Sure you are. Hey, are you implying that I'm not the most energetic person you've ever met, dude? I'm just so fabulously full of energy all the time, to erroneous degrees of something. Don't me. Okay, so they're not going there. Wait, then where are they going? And you've always said that from now on? Yeah. Can't believe you lied directly to my face like that. Thought we were friends. So that's regular chorus fruit. Where's my popped chorus fruit? They're going somewhere. Oh, they're going up here. Oh, okay. So I didn't need to put them here. There we go. Okay, I did have a spot for them. I've decided to use purple blocks instead of these logs. Why? I don't know. But here we are. I think I just kind of like the look a little bit better, even if it is a little bit late to be adjusting things on the base, you know? Who should I make for my trim or civilian character for VTRP? That's what I haven't figured out yet. Because I do think it would be nice to have two characters, just for like that are like just completely different sort of styles, if for no other reason than to give myself a break should I need one, you know? Whoops. That had a lever on it. Oh well. Boop. Boop, boop. You don't want to only do Molly. Molly, I feel like would be a lot of fun for a short amount of time. Or not even short amount of time, for an amount of time. And that's kind of how I think about my police character, is like, because I would be basically guaranteed to get into situations with the police, you know? Because I'll be able to see where everyone is, and I'll be getting, you know, calls and stuff. So, like, I will never not be lacking in interaction. So I think having the backup be, like, the chill character, or not even chill, but just, like, a different... Actually, yeah, it doesn't even need to be, like, a different... It doesn't need to be low energy. It just needs to be, like... Even a different type of energy is like a... It's, you know what they say, a change is the same as a rest, or something like that. You know, as long as you're playing a different character, it'll probably be fine. You know, just give yourself a little bit of a break, not a huge one, just enough of one so that you actually get to feel like you're getting that break, right? That's kind of my plan. But who knows? Maybe I'll just have a lot of fun just running around on officer stuff and getting into shenanigans, and I won't need to, you know, I won't feel the need to have to play someone different or anything like that. I do think that's a little unlikely and a little optimistic, I guess would be the word. But you know, who knows? All right, I need to go get a massive ton of chorus fruit, like so much chorus fruit. And like always, I never bring another or an ender pearl, because why would I? That'd be too easy. If I was more confident in my ability to come up with like theme related puns all the time, I would do like a fisherman of something, or like just someone who would relate everything to fishing regardless of how relevant it was, and just try and shove their way into conversations. I bet, you know who I bet would have an absolute blast on this server would be Spexy. Barb would probably thrive in this kind of environment. She'd probably be living her best life. I don't know, maybe I need to just come up with like a Barb type character, something just that completely out there, wacky. Besides, I gotta use this voice for something. Gotta annoy everybody just, you know, by talking like this all the time. No, I can't do that. That strains my voice just a little too much. It would be funny though. It would be funny. Like a Barb cousin who in the future I could take into different servers with her. That would be fun. That actually would be a lot of fun, because that way you'd know for sure, like, you especially could match Spexy's energy just so great. Bring in the whole Barb family. Oh, I am really curious how a server full of new people would take to like Barb and all of her insanity. Like when Barb was really being like maximum Barb. I'm really curious to see how everyone would take that. Just what they would do with it. Because Barb is awesome, but she also can be a lot. But like in a good, funny way. She has that type of energy where it's like, yeah, this is just what's happening. I don't really have a say in this, but you know, it's just what's happening. And we're gonna go along with it, and we're gonna see what's gonna go on. Like, I need to brainstorm a character like that, or just make a fun yes and character, kind of like how I suspect that's how you're probably gonna play Molly. Is just yes, let's go do this, and everything else that we possibly can under the sun. I'm gonna have to put on a extrovert mask for like a couple days at least. Get ravioli, Tony. I didn't actually know what to do with Ravioli Tony though. He was really only there for a single bit, and then I didn't know what to do with him afterwards. I didn't get into the mind of the Rat King. Who knows? Maybe it's time. Maybe it really is time for Ravioli Tony to make his re-debut at some point in time. I am also curious. I love just declaring myself royalty and creating allies with NPCs and leaving scenes for people to find just to shake their head at. I thought one of the funniest bits was you leaving signs all over looking for Ravioli Tony on cardboard boxes. That was probably my favorite bit because they were in the most random places. You'd just be walking along and there's a cardboard sign. It was so good. You know who would also go so hard in the server is Carl. I want as many people as possible to interact with Carl. Because Carl was hilarious. Exactly, we get a little bit of Carl's chunky butter. I mean, he did the whole meet the deer and have the deer funeral thing in like a day or two, so that could be a whole plot point. I will admit, I'm intensely curious as to what plot people are going to try and do in such a short space of time, especially with not a guarantee that you're going to be running into the same people, you know? Like, you kind of have to keep plot self-contained into your own group because there's going to be too many people zooming all over the place that you're not going to be able to really plan on X, Y, or Z person showing up. So I'm curious to see what kind of plot people will have, if any. Or if people are just going to go balls to the wall, ham, giga energy all the time. It'll be very interesting to see. And it will give me time to think about what I'm doing for Doodle. And how I'm gonna kill Connor off and all that jazz. Okay then. Look, I have to keep joking about it until you have a reality crisis and don't know what's real or fake anymore, and then I'll stop. Actually, no. Realistically, the only way I'm going to stop this is once Doodle actually reopens, because then I'll actually have to think about it. I'm very much the mindset of, I don't want to think about it, so I'm going to joke about this for a hot minute. To think about it? What do you mean? Wait, hold on. Did you hear? Wait, what do you think I'm talking about? What, until Doodle opens to think about it? Well, yeah. What do you mean? Why would I think about it sooner? Wait, I'm confused. Your confusion is confusing me. Oh, you think I'm referring to specifically killing Connor off? No, I mean, I mean what I'm doing for Doodle at all, not just Connor shenanigans. I still don't know what my thoughts are of getting back into GTA for real. But I mean, if you want me to think about it so hard about killing off Connor, I mean, I guess I could do that. Make it a real traumatic affair. See, I know I'll probably play GTA at least a little bit because I know all of you are going to be playing it and I want to, you know, play games with friends. I do enjoy playing games with friends. Surprise, surprise. But it's a question of how much I want to really invest in it, you know? Because there was a lot of stuff that I had fun with. And I know we recently were like talking about like stuff that we miss, but the thing is all the stuff that we miss isn't exclusive to GTA. At least it wasn't for me. The only thing that I would miss, but I did it, so I don't miss it because I did it, was like doing a big overarching story plot. That was fun. You know, that was like a month-long slow burn, and it was a lot of fun building that up and seeing the payoff, and like that was cool. That is kind of RP exclusive. But the stupid shit that we would do while just hanging out, that's not exclusive to GTA. That's any game. You can do that in any game. That's just friends being friends doing friend stuff, you know? So that's why I haven't fully committed to thinking about like I really am just using VTRP as like a, am I ready to go back to GTA? Do I want, like if at the end of this experience I had like a lot of fun, but I wanted something more out of it, then that's like, okay, you know, maybe it's time to do some shenanigans in GTA, you know? Maybe GTA RP is back on the menu. But if I finish VTRP and I was like, that was fun, but I don't really want to like role play more at the moment, then that's where I'm like, okay, what do I need to think about for Doodle? That's why I haven't really thought about it too much, just because to me there's no point in thinking about it until we even know what day it's going to be released, because we don't even know that yet. I mean, I think we all assume it's going to be very soon, but we still don't know, you know? We just don't know. So, since we don't know the day that it's going to be released, no real point worrying about it. And since this is coming up earlier, I think that, you know, this is a good time to test the waters, as it were. See how I feel about RP shenanigans. Because I think what I wouldn't want to do is join Doodle, especially on like a character that has a history like Connor, and then after like 2 weeks just being like, no, I'm not feeling it, and just not show up again for like a hot minute. So that would be kind of bad, in my opinion. That'd be like, okay, well, like everyone else would move on around it, but it would feel bad if you're bringing in a long-term character with other long-term characters who know said long-term character, and then you just kind of disappear. Because I would be annoyed if I was on the other end of that. So that's why I have to think about like even starting it. But, you know, VTRP will provide a great outlet for shenanigans like that. Of just seeing, is it time to have fun? Is it time to do shenanigans? So, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Okay, that's an entire shulker of forest fruit. That should be enough. So much chorus fruit. Boom. Oh, good times, good times. I should have made a bunch of it down here, right? Yeah. Wait. Wait, where's all the chorus fruit going? If it's not going there, we had way more than that. Oh, right. I guess stuff doesn't smelt if I'm not actively here to watch it, now that I think about it. I should expand the smelting array. I really should. Because I need so much stuff smelted right now. This is like our emerald farm. We need so much. You want me to let us just end there? No, you're good. I'm only going to be streaming for like another 10 or 15 minutes or so. Because my teeth hurt from the dentist because they messed it up. And even just talking is... It's not bad, but it's like minorly annoying. To the point where it's like, ugh, I don't want to deal with this. Like, why? You know? They really messed up today. Kind of annoying. Also, okay, so for anyone else who's ever been to the dentist, which is probably everyone, but so today when they were doing the filling, it was actually a filling repair because one of my fillings had chipped. So they were doing the whole thing. They got me numb. They were drilling it out. Yada 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 yada. They were putting the stuff on. And apparently I was bleeding a lot today. So they couldn't get the filling to stick because they tried to put it on, but then like the blood would get on it. And so they couldn't bind it properly. And so they had to try again and again and again. Like they had to try it like 3 times on the top tooth. It sucked. And then they put this weird blue crap in my mouth. They're like, okay, since we can't get it to stop bleeding, we're gonna do this. And then they put this stuff in my mouth that is the most foul tasting thing I can remember from like recent history to go in my mouth. And apparently that stopped the bleeding. I don't know what it was, but it was so gross, dude. I don't know what the hell they put in there, but it was like a blue paste. So they put it on the filling site, and it was this weird blue paste, and I don't know what that is. Like that's how they got that tooth to stop bleeding or whatever. And it was terrible. It sucked. I don't know what it was, but it was not great. Do not recommend. But then they went to move on to the bottom tooth because I had 2 fillings that I had to do today, which is great. And the bottom tooth they also messed up, but that was just because I guess I had a lot of saliva today. And so that was causing them problems, but they eventually got that one done too. But like what was supposed to be like a 45-minute appointment turned into almost 2 full hours. It just sucked, dude. It was not fun. Hello, wandering trader. Well, okay, you're literally in my way and you won't get out of my way. Is there anything like cool that we don't have? No. But I also did get my cool mouth guard. Because I have been grinding my teeth in my sleep, which sucks. And I've been using like a Walmart brand looking ass mouth guards, which they work, guys. They do work, but they're so annoying to deal with. And so I finally just got the one. I got like a professionally done one by my actual dentist. And it's crazy the difference when you have something done by professionals versus off the shelf bullcrap. Because let me tell you, when you put that mouth guard in and it just perfectly fits everything, you're just like, oh, this is great. This feels good. This was contoured to my mouth. Oh, also, I got a new type of moss. I don't know if you'll use it, but I got the pale hanging moss stuff. It's in here somewhere. It's in one of these boxes. It's like a white. It's kind of like your Spanish moss. It's white. Kind of cool. But it's like just white. You know, I really should finish off the back of the house before everything gets nuked. I should at least encapsulate the house, I think. Boop. 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 Yeah, it's one of the ones in here. I don't know. I think the purple with the prismarine blocks just looks a little bit better. I'm not a big fan of the warped wood going across the sideways. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe that still works. Maybe that's still okay. I don't know. Seems fine. Yeah, how's everyone else's day going? We're gonna wind down here in just a second. Because again, my teeth hurt, which is not going away no matter how much I would like it to. It'd be really nice if it would just go away and my teeth would not hurt anymore. But here we are. Doing good, just drawn. Nice. You went and found your little carpet so you could sit. This is so cute. It's so cute. I really should upgrade that smelting array probably. With how many blocks I need. It's true, you do help by just sitting there. This is true. This is in fact true. Best part is I can kind of cover up some of this. If the server was going to be around for longer, I'd probably redo my setup to make it a little bit better. But I think the server dies in like 3 days, 4 days, something like that. It's not very long. Not long enough for me to really want to save it. However, I will say this whole 2-week stint in Minecraft did something kind of interesting. It has reignited a sort of like, man, I kind of want to make my own mod pack and just have like my own little forever world that I just go work on occasionally. Because it's been kind of fun to just every once in a while log in and, you know, do some stuff and then log out. It has been kind of fun to also be a little bit of the villain. Making the giant cube that people feel like they felt like they had to respond to was really funny to me. I had a whole idea for like a mole people civilization that I was going to do, but that probably would have taken too much time. Because my original plan for this... Yo, what's up, Vice? How you doing? We've just been kind of yapping for a little bit while we've been doing a little bit of Minecrafting. But yeah, my original plan for this was to like build a whole bunch of like underground houses for villagers and just have this spiral all the way down to bedrock and make it like a giant subterranean city with each floor getting new stuff. Oh, here's the temple of... I just love how this turned out. This thing that I did in like 30 minutes is just the best. Next time though, so next time, you know, if I think it would be fun at some point down the road, if we wanted to do this again, I might make the mod pack next time and see, like, have all the like decoration and stuff mods for everyone, but then add in a couple of the mods that I really like create, so that you guys can just see all the weird contraptions that I love playing with. And maybe some building mods. I think some building mods would be kind of fun, because that way you could like upload templates or like build things a lot easier. I mean, there is something majestic to being like, hey, I built this whole cube by hand. Or when B and Cozy finish the dome, it'll be like, hey, we built this entire dome by hand. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing to say. Like, also, just if you want to make just some nice looking builds but don't want to spend like literal hours making them, there are some nice building mods that just like one of the ones I got used to was the schematic cannon. So you could go into creative, like on a different save, right, and build out this whole thing in creative, you know, being able to fly around, place blocks, all that jazz, or like do lines of stuff and all this other stuff, and then you could save the schematic as to like a text file, and then you could upload that to a different world, and it would try to automatically build the stuff. Like, you'd still have to go farm all the components and stuff for it, so it wasn't completely seamless, but like it made building giant projects a lot easier. Yo, what's up, Diver? How you doing? We're just kind of waltzing around right now, looking at I don't know, we're just kind of yapping. We're just kind of yapping. As you can see, things have changed a little bit since you might have logged in. They're building a giant snow globe over my cube. The cube is in fact new as well. And then of course we've got the Emerald Pyramid over here. That's in the process of being built. Because, you know, a giant cube wasn't ridiculous enough. Yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. My teeth are freaking killing me, and talking is getting a little painful. Because I think the pain meds from the dentist have finally fully and truly worn off. So I'm going to raid into a very good friend of mine. I want to raid into Roy Kiato. We've been playing an absolute ton of the new TFT set, and I actually tried to get into the Box Boot Camp this year, but was unable to, which makes me sad. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm gonna send you guys over to Roy Kiato. Again, we're gonna be back on Saturday. We're gonna be doing a lot of VTRP, like a ton. We're gonna do as much as I'm physically able to. And we might even do like 2 streams in a day where like we stream for 4 hours, we take a little bit of a break, we stream for another 4 hours in the evening. We'll play it by ear, we'll see how things go, you know? So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, we'll be back, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time. You guys are going to go over to Roy Kiato. And I will see you lovely people later. Thanks for hanging out, and look forward to some longer streams this weekend. See y'all later.